This is a key organiser set. It's from a company called Capitosa. Comes nicely presented in a little gift box. That'd be a very good gift for someone if you're looking for a present. Looks like it's made in the United States according to this. They've got a US flag on them anyway. And a .com name. Comes from a British seller on Amazon. So what you have is a few bits and pieces to help you put the thing together, including one of these little things that you normally use to open phones with. I'm rather intrigued to work out what that's for. Here is the thing that you use to clip it into your pocket or wherever you're clipping it. And here is the key organiser itself. Now immediately you can see that you've got a number of different length screws here that you can use to make up different size key organisers. So you can set it up to be the correct size for however many keys you may happen to have, and you can put some spacers in if you need to. Add keys or other items, use spacers between them. Screw your desired extensions into the arch post for adding more keys. Check if each side sits flush with the top level of the post. Use spacers if needed. Add the back plate and secure with the screws using a coin. So we can have a go at that in a moment. I'll just go and get a coin. I've just put them together after a bit of working out which pillars I needed and which spacers I needed and where I was going to put all the keys, and realising this is an excellent idea. This is a SIM pin that you can put on here, so you've always got a SIM pin. This apart again to show you how I worked out how to put it together. You're trying to end up with the side of this thing being flush with the top of the post. So the best way to determine that is to have it on there and just slide your finger across, and you're looking for not feeling a drop or a rise as you go onto that post, as close as possible as you can get to that anyway. So what you do is you work out where you're going to put your keys. Now I've done something slightly different to recommended. It's recommended you put all your keys on this side, but I decided to put some on each side because I've got some shorter keys and it seemed to me that it would work better and make the whole thing a bit slimmer. And also I was a bit concerned I wouldn't have enough spacers if I did it the other way. So first of all you put a spacer on, so you've got a gap so the key's not rubbing directly on the side of the thing. Key, spacer, next key, next spacer, next key, next spacer, bottle opener, which I decided I would put on. And have we got enough? We might have enough, mightn't we? Why not try it and see? Spacer, SIM pin. That is just directly flush. Now that putting these screws in, the best thing to do is to get them lined up and do them up most of the way by hand, because it's a lot quicker than using a coin, and finish it up with a coin. I think I decided the one that worked best actually was the 2p, because it's the best fit in the slot and you get a little bit more purchase, but you probably don't want to do this up too tight anyway, because if you do you won't be able to get your keys out. The first post that's in here, which is the one that's attached to this captive head, you can't change. So I worked out that if you get 4 of these little things, I worked out if I added one of these to each side, that was about the right size for my keys. But there's also a taller one here, so you can use any combination you need to get the right height. And they provided you with a couple of spare screw heads in case you drop them on the floor and lose them while you're putting it together. One other thing I wanted to mention is that when you put the keys in your pocket, you can use this little hook thing here to hook it on so you can easily find them, and so that they're not dangling into the bottom of your pocket wearing a hole in it. Personally, I don't normally do that. I normally leave them in the bottom of my pocket, but you have the option if you want to.